Hey RC crawler buddies, this is Tom with Attached BRC Rock Crawlers. Today I'm buttoning up some of the modifications I've done to my rig, and my phone doesn't want to focus very well. But anyway, I have decided to use a Hobbywing 1060 as a winch controller. This was pretty simple. Make sure that's all plugged in. Anyway, all you do is you take the your receiver plug that goes into auxiliary 1. Make sure you pull the power wire off of it, and your little plug over here in the corner, you're running it on the far corner right here, none of the other plugs. That'll give you your drag brake and your instant reverse. I put a JST plug on the power part of it right here, on the power side where you would normally plug it into the battery, and it still runs over here and runs directly off the battery. Yeah, sorry about that. The other plug that would normally go to the motor just goes to my winch. That's right here. It's a really simple setup, and obviously I use it for winching, but I also pulled the diff cover off here. I don't know if you can see it. There it is. And all he did was heat and bend a screw and bolted into my diff. It does clear the ring gear. And then I use a treble hook that I cut up, and I use it cheaper than spending $10 every time we lose a hook. I just buy a box of them. Anyway, I use it to cinch my front end down. Here we go. So that when I'm climbing, I can just cinch it down and off. Anyway, here's another thing I did. I wanted to lower the ride height, and I didn't want a bunch of bolt-on stuff. So I used 10-2 shock hoops. That dropped it down probably, I would say, about a ½ inch, which is perfect. So I was able to get my behind the axle steering back where it was, because I put my shock back down here. I just didn't flip the shocks upside down. You don't gain too much low center of gravity with them, but it helps a little bit, and everything helps. The 10-2 mount, let me flip this upside down here. It's real short. It's shorter than the stock element one, so obviously that's going to put your panhard bar at a bad angle. So to get that corrected, I moved the servo from the bottom to the top, which the rig's upside down right now, and that corrected most of the bad angle, to correct it, but it's still a little off. But as you can tell, I get full compression, and I get a little bump steer, but it's not bad, considering these things are only doing a ½ mile an hour on the trail anyway. But I can probably correct that, with some, bent links over here or something. Anyway, I am using a Spektrum Space Saver servo. I don't know if you can see that in there. To make it for the center of gravity, it's a little shorter. It's a little over 380 ounces of torque, which is plenty. And let's see, I'm getting full lock right to left, as I should. I'm sorry this video is not the best one. I put a grub screw in here because the button head was hitting at full lock, and now it's not. And it worked perfect. In the last videos I didn't mention, but I did put Beef-Patties on there. They slide right into the stock element hubs. You know, I'm thinking that's about it. You guys have a great day. Sorry if my video is boring.